Tenant's Guide. What is inventory? The inventory. It is an essential document when letting a property that details the condition of items provided by the landlord. It provides an objective record that can be used should there be a dispute of damage to items within the property. An inventory, also known as a schedule of condition, is a key document when renting a property and should be provided by the landlord at the start of the tenancy. The inventory is a vital document should there be a dispute over the deposit, as it lists the items that the landlord has provided as part of the let. An inventory usually includes the following items. This is not an exhaustive list: appliances, curtains, carpets, decor, furniture, kitchenware. The inventory should list the condition of items provided as part of the tenancy. It should document any marks, damage or wear before the tenant moves in. It should be updated when the tenant moves out to allow a fair and objective comparison of the condition of items provided when the tenant moved in and before the tenant moved out. Why is an inventory used? An inventory is used to detail the condition of items provided by a landlord when letting a property. It allows comparisons of the condition of the property and its contents before and after a tenancy. The inventory allows landlords to identify missing items, substitute items and items which do not belong to the property. When is an inventory used? It is recommended that an inventory should be used with all lets. It is in the interest of both the landlord and the tenant that they use an inventory when letting a property. The inventory should detail the condition of all items provided as part of a tenancy and ideally should be complemented by photographs and/or video evidence, especially damaged items. Is an inventory compulsory? Many people believe that the compulsory tenancy deposit scheme made inventories compulsory. This is not the case. The inventory is an optional document. However, the benefits of the inventory make it an essential document for any tenant or landlord when renting a property. Drawing up an inventory. K&G Lettings Limited recommends that all inventories, as a minimum, detail the following information for items provided as part of a let property. 1. Color. 2. Size. 3. Manufacturer. 4. Model. 5. Serial numbers. 6. Any damage. 7. Comments on the items. Providing this level of detail is extremely time-consuming and can run to many pages. However, this can save a huge amount of time and money later should there be any disputes. Checks against the inventory. Regular and final checks should be made against the inventory by both the landlord and the tenant. This section details when and why. Moving in. On moving into the property, the inventory should be carefully checked. Any differences between the inventory and the condition of the property should be noted on the inventory. Regular checks. K&G Lettings Limited recommends that regular checks are made against the inventory every 3 or 6 months. Moving out. On the day the tenant vacates the rented property, K&G Lettings Limited recommends that the landlord and tenant undertake a final check of the condition of the property. The inventory and any repairs and replacements required should be agreed between the landlord and tenant before deductions are made from the deposit. What should I do if I do not have an inventory? If you are a tenant and your landlord does not provide you with an inventory when you move into a rental property, you can make one yourself. It is important that the inventory reflects the true condition of items provided as part of the property and is signed by an independent witness. Who pays for an inventory? The landlord typically pays for the inventory report as it documents the property's condition. However, if the tenant opts for their own inventory, they are responsible for covering that cost. The inventory helps tenants and landlords track repairs and replacements objectively, providing key evidence in case of disputes. Inventories take time, but professional services can save effort and costs long-term. Tenancy setup costs are usually shared by the tenant and landlord.